Hello, this is Dr. Charmaine Gregory, and this is the Nocturnist Diary. This is the sixth episode in the series Moving Small Mountains, which is just talking about some tools that you need in order to release your inner greatness. So, some of the topics that we've covered so far have been how to be more confident, how to speak in public, how to overcome the nervousness associated with speaking in public, how to set goals. And today I'm going to talk about how do you crush these amazing goals that you have set forth for yourself. So now, when we have our goals in sight, we can have big goals and then we can have smaller goals which will lead ultimately to accomplishing those big goals. So one of the first things that I will say is that tip number one is try to go for those easy goals first. Try to crush those first, because there is a concept of being able to grasp the low-lying fruit. So once we're able to do that, we have a sense of accomplishment that comes along with it. And that in turn will feed our confidence. It will make us stronger. It'll make us motivated to want to press on towards the bigger goal. So definitely going for those easy goals first and foremost, and then crushing those so that we can build towards getting those bigger goals and further out ones that we have set for ourselves. The second thing is, no matter what, don't quit. Because when we quit, usually that is right at the time when we are about to have a breakthrough. We push and push and push, and we're up against the back is up against the wall. You're feeling like you can't do it anymore. You're feeling the pressure, and you're just kind of like, this is it. I'm just going to give up. But if you had just hung on for just that one little bit more, you would have had an amazing outcome, and you would have crushed that goal you never thought you could. So whatever happens, don't quit. The third tip that I have for you is be prepared to sacrifice. Now, that sacrifice means different things for different people. It could mean that you're sacrificing the time on social media. It could be that you're sacrificing watching reality television. It could be that you're sacrificing going out and hanging out with your friends on the weekends. It could mean a lot of different things. So if, for example, you're someone who's working full-time and going to school to either get a certification that's going to improve your situation with your career, or you are just doing something for personal development or for a business venture or whatever it is that you're doing, and you're going to be spending time outside of work, you're probably going to be staying up late, sacrificing sleep in order to get your assignments completed, things of that nature. So there's not going to be a major goal that's crushed without some element of sacrifice. So being willing to sacrifice is huge, because then that is going to help you to truly be able to crush your goals. And then the fourth thing that I wanted to say, the fourth tip is going to be lean on your team. So we talked about having an accountability system of some sort available to you when you're talking about setting your goals. That was part of the discussion there. So whether you have an accountability partner, someone who you rely on to make sure that, they check in with that person and they say, did you do your assignment for X, Y, or Z in order to get to your goal, and you say yes or no, or I'm going to work on it. But it's just having that checking in, that accountability. It makes a huge difference in you being able to accomplish your goals. So it can be an individual, it can be a group. You could check in with a group. You could be the leader of a support or an accountability group, which to me is actually the penultimate for accountability, because when you're leading people, someone's depending on you, you're not gonna slack. Like, you're gonna, even on those days when you feel like, I just don't feel like doing it, you're gonna push yourself that much harder, and you're gonna do it because You know people are depending on you, and that is the human nature. Like, we don't want to let people down. We want to rise up and we want to show up. And so when you lean on your support team, you're going to get that accountability, and that's going to help you to push forward, to reach each and every one of those little goals to get to your big goal. And that's how you're going to crush it. I wanted to say one more thing about the do not quit point. And, when I think about not quitting, I just think about what we were like when we were learning to walk. You never really see a baby just like try to get up, like, the baby's cruising, then the baby like falls because the baby tries to take a step on its own and it falls. The baby doesn't say, oh, forget it. I'm just not going to do it anymore because this is pointless. I'm just going to keep falling. No. The baby falls time and time and time again until it is no longer a falling. It is more of an automatic movement. You taking one step in front of the other that you're not even thinking about it anymore. But in the beginning, when you're just learning, you are definitely going to fall. You're going to fail. It is inevitable. But it's these failures that you have to take and turn them into victories, as I've spoken about before, and just don't quit. Just get up, dust your shoulders off, and keep going, because that's really what's going to be key for you to crush each and every one of your goals. All right, so those are my 4 points. I'm just going to go over them again really quickly. So it was, number 1, go for the easy goals first. Number 2, don't quit, no matter what, because just before you're about to quit, that's usually when the breakthrough happens. So don't miss your breakthrough. Don't miss your triumph by quitting. Number 3 is be prepared to sacrifice. There's going to be some level of sacrifice. Sometimes it's really small, sometimes it's huge, but anything that is worth achieving and worth getting, you need to work for, and it's going to be some sacrifice. So be prepared for that. And then the 4th thing is lean on your support team. Depend on the accountability. So whether it is an individual, a group, or you stepping up and leading a group to help to hold others who are also trying to achieve your goal accountable, that is, like, again, the penultimate. So hopefully this was helpful to you. And if it was, please do share and comment below. And I hope that you will get out there and utilize some of these tips and crush some major goals, because I know you can do it. All right? So this is Dr. Charmaine Gregory, and this is the Nocturnist Diary, and I hope that you will be strong, be brave, and unleash your greatness.